didn't quite make it. Carrie didn't know it.
No, I didn't get any of those. Nice road, not
Good to see you. Hello, Mr. Brooks. I did too. I thought about it. Hey, there you go. We just show up like bad pennies.
Of course, I can start projecting it when I'm in the
No pressure.
That's the story.
Did you come to the Friday? I did. Did you watch it? Well, you can, but I did go to the Friday. I didn't make sure. Yes. Who? No, I didn't go there. Oh, we didn't go up there. We went to the front office. Ah, so you both went to the front office. She's up there checking the clock. Oh, okay. I hadn't seen you yet. I'll do it. That's right. I don't know if I need a vote or not. She doesn't think she's
There's 15.
And all the people at one school are all at right size go. Except for Morgan, who's here. She never got it. They all email me in advance.
I'll look at it this afternoon. We'll get it. And maybe they're not taking it at school for some reason.
With all three, I mean, I hear from everybody else. That makes me a little more suspicious. I like the fact that. I gave him a handshake.
To Dr. Wright, our State Superintendent of Education, Lamar County Superintendent, Ms. Smith, District Office employees, principals, teachers, staff, and students, I'm Noah Harris, the Student Body President here at Oak Grove High School, and it is with great pleasure that I welcome you to our celebration of excellence for being recognized as an A school district. Teachers, we appreciate your devotion and unwavering effort to make sure us students are prepared for the demands of today and tomorrow. To the administrators and staff who put out fires and remove barriers for us, and the bus drivers who get us to school, the cafeteria workers who make our food, the custodians who keep our halls clean, the resource officers who keep us safe, and of course the students who put in the hard work. Purvis, Baxterville, Oak Grove, Sumrall, it truly takes a village. And for the entire school district to receive an A rating, everyone must consistently perform at the highest of levels. So for your hard work, I commend you, and for your accomplishment, I applaud you. Let us continue this tradition of hard work and dedication for many years to come. And on behalf of the students of Lamar County, I must say that we are so proud to be a part of one of the best school districts of the state and nation. Thank you, and I would now like to introduce Ms. Kennedy Hudson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled
so very much for joining us this morning. Students, I'm so proud that so many of you were able to attend this event with us. Thank you, all those for the efforts that it took to get them here, because I know how that can be. We have several special guests in the room. Several people were invited that could not attend. For example, our Board of Supervisors wanted me to be clear that they are currently in a meeting, so that is why they are not here to represent the county there. We have Senator John Holt in the audience, Representative Brad Touchstone, Dr. Tommy King from William Carey University, also Dr. Ben Burnett from William Carey University, previous superintendent of Lamar County School District. We have Haley White from Coca-Cola, Brad Weathers from the Lamar County Sheriff's Department. I'm proud that I have two of my school board members here, Deborah Pierce and Miss Carolyn Adams. With MDE, we have Washington Cole, who is the Chief of Staff, Pete Smith is the Chief of Communication and Legislative Affairs, and Gene Cook, who is the Director of Communications. But most importantly, we have Dr. Carrie Wright here from Mississippi Department of Education. Dr. Carrie M. Wright is the State Superintendent of Education for the state of Mississippi. She previously served as Chief Academic Officer and Deputy Chief of the Office of Teaching and Learning for the District of Columbia Public Schools, and is Associate Superintendent for the Office of Special Education and Student Services for the Montgomery County Public Schools in Maryland. She's been nominated twice for the Washington Post Outstanding Principal Award. Dr. Wright is President-elect of the Board of Directors of the Council of Chief State School Officers and is a member of Chiefs for Change. Please welcome Dr. Carrie Wright.
Morning.
This is the quietest I've ever been in a high school, I must say. It's a little surprising. But I want to say how very happy I am to be here. You know, this is quite an academic accomplishment that this school district has achieved. And as I've said, this is my second stop today, but what a great way to start off a Monday. To come and congratulate children and teachers, parents, etc., for all the work that has gone into making Lamar an A-school district. And the bottom line is, you are in the top tier of the entire state. And that's not insignificant, and it took a lot of work to get there. And I think that's a great deal of pride that you can have to walk around knowing that you are in a school district that has earned an A. The thing I wanted to put this in perspective for you, and I did this last time, you need to know how special you are. There's 144 districts in the state of Mississippi. You're in the top 10%. And that's not something to shy away from. That's something to do an awful lot of bragging about. And I think that that's one of the reasons I wanted to come. I really wanted to be here to personally congratulate you. I could have sent a letter, but I didn't. I wanted to be face-to-face. I want to see these children that we are responsible for, and I want to make sure that you know how much I appreciate your hard work and your determination that got you where you are today. You know, your teachers and your principal and your superintendent will tell you that earning an A in Mississippi is not easy. It takes a lot of hard work. We have the highest standards that we've ever had. We've had the most rigorous assessments that we've ever had. And that is a tribute to your teachers who have stuck through this, ensuring that you're learning all the things that you know and are able to do by the time that you leave us being college career ready. And it also lets you know that it took every school, it took every principal, it took every teacher, and it took every student at every grade level to do their very best to get you where you are today. So students that are in the room, would you please stand? How very proud I am of you. It's interesting to be at a high school because I started out at an elementary school. It's actually a K-2 school this morning. So you see the little faces before you very early in the morning, and it's delightful to see what those little faces turn into as young adults. And so I just want to say thank you for your hard work. And I also want to say, keep up the hard work. Always aim high. I am a firm believer that you can and will do what you tell yourself you can and will do. There's absolutely no limit to what you can accomplish. You have done a tremendous amount to get this far, and you are just on that cusp of embarking on the very next part of your life. Every teacher that's in this room, whether they're here or later in life that you come across, is there to support you. Every staff member, every principal. They're here to challenge you as well, because that's what makes you better. I've often used this analogy. I had both of my girls that played soccer and they played travel ball, and whenever we played a team that was worse than we were, we played down to their level. But every time we played a team that was better than we were, we played up to their level. So always aim high, because that's going to get you what you need to get in life. So congratulations to all of you. That was a round of applause. I would like all the teachers and principals that are in the room to please stand. You have the most important job there is, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I've always believed, I've come up in education, and I've always believed that education is a calling. It is a place that we need to be in order to build the very best that we can with our children. Our children, you hear the phrase, they're our future, they are our future. They're the future of this state, they're the future of this nation, and they're the future of the world. And that's an awesome responsibility. But through all of your hard work, and having been a teacher and having been a principal, I can feel your pain early in the morning and late at night, but you are there to do the very best that you can for every single child. And that's another thing. It's about all children. And you know that, and I know that. It's not about just some kids. It's not just about those kids. It's about everybody. And you have stuck with it and have earned this distinction of an A in being in an A district. So I want to say thank you for the work that you do each and every day, because you touch children's lives in a way that nobody else can. And nobody else can do the job that you do. You're the magic that happens every single day in the classroom and in the school. So let's give our teachers and our principals a round of applause. You know, it's because of districts like Lamar that public education in Mississippi is getting better and better every day. And it is a joy to be the state superintendent, because I look at this job as part of my job is to champion your work and to brag on your work. And I have a lot of opportunity to do that. I am going to be the incoming president of the Council of Chief State School Officers, and that's the organization that all the state chiefs belong to. And as a result, I get the opportunity to speak in national events. In fact, I was at one last week at the National Association of State Boards of Education. And everywhere I go, I brag. I brag on Mississippi, and I brag on what's happening here. I look at me as your champion, if you will. But my colleagues call me, and when they see all the good things that are happening in Mississippi, and they say, what's going on? How is achievement going up so high? What are you doing? Let us know what your secret is so that we can put those practices in our own state. And so it is the point that I want to make is that we've got a lot going on here that's going so well, and we need to be our own champions when we're out talking with other people. We've got the highest graduation rate this state has ever had. We've got the lowest dropout rate that this state has ever had. Our proficiency rates continue to grow. We are outpacing the nation in our gains on national assessments. That does not happen by accident. That happens because of all of your hard work. And it gives me great pleasure to be able to brag on the hard work that you're doing and what we're making a difference in the lives of children. I believe that we can keep this momentum up. I believe that all children can learn and do great things. And I think that's a tribute to you, that you're here today as high schoolers, and you're getting ready to take all that you have learned and then apply that to your life. You know, this is, places like Oak Grove High is one of those special places where students and teachers work together, regardless of what school you're at, and regardless of where you are. It takes everybody working together. So I want to recognize that. And I would also like Ms. Smith to come up because we'd like to present a banner in your honor as well. Ms. Smith. While the students are coming up, I want to say something very special about your superintendent. You know, I'm a firm believer that leadership matters, and leadership starts at the top. And you've got an outstanding superintendent in Ms. Smith. And I think absolutely. I want to thank her for her leadership. I want to thank the principals in those schools for their leadership, and teachers for your leadership even in the classroom. So thank you, and on behalf of the Department of Ed, we want to congratulate you as being one of the A districts in Mississippi.
We're going to brag a little bit. So I put together a PowerPoint. So we have several things that we're going to be going through this morning. It'll be brief, but we wanted to, with 16 campuses, 10,000 students, and nearly 1,500 employees, I think we've earned the right to brag a little bit. So we're going to do that for the next meeting. Someone asked me, what do you mean, highest ranked multi-municipality district in the state? Well, guys, when you look at the list of how the school districts are ranked in the state of Mississippi, we are the top district that has more than one high school. Amen? Let me have some. Overall, we are ranked 7th in the state, though. We have 4 A schools in our district. We have 8 B schools. We have the fourth highest graduation rate. .88% of children in Lamar County's Early Learning Collaborative met or exceeded target score for exiting pre-K, #1 in the state. Second in highest graduation rates for students with disabilities. We have the lowest dropout rate in the state with only 2.6% of non-graduates. Baxterville, we're going to start on the south end of this county. Baxterville, if you're here from Baxterville and would like to stand, please do. 100% pass rate on the 3rd grade MCAS test. Math and ELA proficiency in the district. 4th grade math and ELA proficiency in the district. Highest 8th grade science scores in the district. Lamar County Technical Center. This is a free demo to bust it down here. Sorry about that. In Metal Fab 1 and Teacher Academy, they ranked 2nd in the state. 1 ranked 3rd in the state. And Construction Technology was 5th in the state. Longleaf Elementary. Who's the local Longleaf today? This is a quote from the principal. Slow and steady wins the race. 38 growth points and 1 point from an A. Highest attendance for elementary schools and Lamar County School District with 96.75 school average for the 2016-17 school year. 83% on on fifth grade science proficiency. Oak Grove Primary, 71.9 in overall math growth. Initiative. Oak Grove Lower Elementary, gains in both reading and math proficiency. The support items are positive behavior interventions and support model schools. 5 teams competed in the VEX Robotics World Championship. Oak Grove Upper Elementary, gain in math proficiency. Recently obtained a $98,000 grant for their Warrior Fit project. Instituted a Boys to Men mentoring program teaching life skills to 5th grade boys. Their PE program now includes a rope course, archery, a rock wall, fostering team building, fitness, and healthy lifestyles. Oak Grove Middle, highest 7th grade math proficiency in Lamar County School District. Had 2 students that achieved a perfect score on their 8th grade math assessment. Oak Grove High School, ranked number 6 out of 236 high schools in the state. Their average ACT score is 22. 70% of Oak Grove High School students scored a 3 or above for college credit. Oak Grove High School. Purvis Lower Elementary, highest score in Lamar County School District on MCAS for the past 3 years in a row. Highest MCAS score gained in Lamar County School District this past year, I forget the number, it was over 300. Purvis Upper gained proficiency points in 3rd and 5th grade ELA. Had gains in math, all growth, as well as math, low growth. Purvis Middle, 6th and 7th grade gained proficiency in math. 7th grade gained proficiency in ELA. Purvis High School, 92% of graduates enroll in 2 or 4-year post-secondary status. Don't worry about getting them across that stage and sending them on to the next level. Graduation rate is in the top 10 in the state of Mississippi. They have 17 scholars athlete teams. Summerall Elementary School, 122-point growth to achieve an A status. Ranked number 24 in the state for elementary schools. Highest 5th grade math and ELA in the district. Summerall Middle, 118 growth points to earn an A ranking. Highest 6th and 8th grade math proficiency in the district. Highest 6th, 7th, and 8th grade ELA proficiency in the district. Summerall High School. Okay, everybody from Summerall stood up. I mentioned graduation earlier, and that is our goal, but it's just a stepping stone in my opinion. We want them to graduate, but we want them to graduate prepared for the workplace or for the university. Their graduation rate was 95.4%, making it the 6th highest in the state and the highest in this district. They achieved a star, the old category, or an A rating 8 out of the past 9 years. 40% seniors participate in dual enrollment courses earning college credit. Thank you. Principals, I appreciate the words that you sent in that we could, we had a lot of things we wanted to brag about, but you helped tremendously by helping with the PowerPoint, that's what we say. This year our theme for the entire district is Know Your Why. And when we first selected this theme for this school year, my why was easy. I was born and raised in this county. I grew up in Summerall, graduated from Oak Grove. I now work in Curtis. I've worked in 3 different schools across this wonderful district. To say that I'm homegrown, there's no better way to say it. I am homegrown. And when I think about my why, I think about, of course, first, what's walking up on the stage now. But the reason I'm standing here today are the teachers that impacted my life. So when thinking about our why, they go hand in hand. It's our teachers and our students. Our pre-K student, Carter Davis. Can you flip the slide so that we can-
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Our kindergarten students, Hartley Harrington. Our first grader, Allie Harless. Second grade, Carter Lee. Third grade, Jake Clinton. Fourth grade, Trey Young. Fifth grade, Hayden Hoday. Sixth grade, Cody Broom. Seventh grade, Madison Eccles. Eighth grade, Hans Elasry. Ninth grade, Weston Cooley. 10th grade, Tyler Garrison. 11th grade, Adriana Gonzalez Perez. 12th grade, Tristan Young. One of our graduates from this past year from Summerall High School who is now attending JCJC, Owen Cote. Now, to say that things come full circle. Cassie Friend is the next person I'd like to recognize. Wave at her, Cassie. She is another one that was born and raised right here. Her family has attended and worked in this district for more years than I can count. Cassie graduated from Oak Grove High School, attended USM, and came right back here to Oak Grove Lower Elementary to teach 2nd grade to our babies. I would like to say each child represented up here has a parent that works in our district. Again, this is our one. Thank you. Dr. Wright, thank you so much for this opportunity to give me a few minutes to brag on our district, for you to be here while we did that. Thank you, special guests, all of you who took time out of your busy schedule to be here. I'd like to thank the entire staff of this district and the entire student body of Lamar County for this is you. You are why we are here, period. I'd like to thank the staff of Oak Grove High School for helping to organize today's event. Technology, transportation, child nutrition, but most especially my staff at Jefferson Todd for helping all this be pulled together today. Thank you all, and I appreciate your attendance. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day.